Not right now, not that we know of, John. But we are keeping our eye out. Still waiting to see those lemurs out here at Lemur Island. And we were out here at the zoo all morning long. And, of course, the zoo around us is all actually part of the Trexler Nature Preserve, which really started as a game preserve more than a century ago.
Yeah, it sure did. And you might imagine that it has quite a history. And WFMZ's Eve Tannery is here to take us on a trip from past to present. Eve?
Well, Wendy and Hasiel, the preserve has entertained and educated more than 5 million people throughout the years. And during that time, as you can imagine, it has changed quite a bit. Take a look.
A lot of it probably looked like this meadow that falls away from us here. Those are all apple orchards.
That's what a trip through the Trexler Game Preserve looked like in 1906, when General Harry Trexler began purchasing small farms in Low Hill and North Whitehall townships.
His idea was to create a place really for himself that was a hunting preserve.
Trexler, a local industrialist, used the land to protect elk, white-tailed deer, and bison.
At the time, the bison was still in serious peril of becoming extinct, and he wanted to be involved in working on bison conservation.
The elk and bison weren't in paddocks like they are today. Instead, they roamed freely.
I've been told stories of even as late as the 60s and 70s, bison leaving the preserve and going and raiding people's gardens.
In 1933, Trexler died in a car accident.
He put together a trust that was made up of county commissioners and county judges. And over time, that's evolved into what is today the Trexler Trust.
Trexler's will stated that the more than 1,100-acre game preserve be given to the county. It became known as the Trexler Lehigh County Game Preserve, and slowly the public was granted more and more access.
This is the famous ford. This is the place that everybody remembers as a little kid driving through the creek in their car.
Over the years, more animals were collected, and in the 1940s, a small zoo was added to the preserve's central range, which later developed into a children's zoo.
It was just sort of, what today you would call a roadside zoo. I know they had wildebeest and zebra. I was told they had monkeys. I know they had black bears at one time.
During the late 1990s, Lehigh County Executive Jane Baker proposed a $35 million revitalization plan that would turn the preserve into a safari-like theme park. But political wrangling and controversy about the proposal going against General Trexler's intentions forced Baker to drop the plan in 2000. In the years that followed, it seemed like the zoo had run its course and the county had scheduled its closure. That was until a petition drive and public input at county meetings persuaded commissioners to accept proposals to lease the property. The Lehigh Valley Zoological Society was formed in response to that invitation, and the county agreed to lease the zoo to the society in 2004. The zoo became known as the Lehigh Valley Zoo, and the game preserve became the Trexler Nature Preserve.
The master plan for the nature preserve is, in fact, that the elk and the bison would not be here in the long term. Because the zoo's interested in both species, I think that sort of changes things, and that's what we're still working on.
Zoo staff are also working on increasing attendance, building new exhibits, and delivering a high quality of care to all of the animals. Things they say would make General Trexler proud if he were still alive today.
I think he would like the trend he's seeing and want to know why it's not moving faster.
6, 7, 8.
Now, Stacy says that all boils down to money. Bringing in new exhibits, obviously, it costs more. That's why he says he's trying to round up more community and corporate support to help develop the zoo to its full potential. And Wendy and Hasiel, they're doing a great job. It certainly has come a long way throughout the years. Back to you guys.
It sure has, Eve.
Sounds like it.
Thanks so much. And it really is beautiful out here. And so many animals to see and so many things. And Eve was talking about the way it's come along. And when you're doing that drive out of here, you get to see there's a bison, and it's really
and a little creek that you drive through.
Yeah, a lot of fun, even leaving. All right, speaking of fun, time now for our look at the forecast.
Matt Broderick is standing by. Matt?
Where are you now, Matt?
We're still at the Camels, and of course, live TV. We're off camera for the last 10, 15 minutes, and these guys came out, said hello, and now look what happened. They got sick of us, so they're back in and just peeking out now once again. So they're teasing us a little bit here this morning, which is just fine. We'll have more on camels. Again, we'll get to our camel trivia at the end of this weathercast, and it's a pretty good question. So let's get off to the maps first, and we start off, of course, with the temperatures. And boy, if you have not been outside yet, get ready for a sticky, humid time of it and some mosquitoes. Spin, the camera guy is slapping his leg. 68 in the Valley and 66. Don't slap my leg. 66 in Redding. Dew points continue very high as well in the mid and upper 60s. So, again, like yesterday, guys, boy, this is just, it's July. There you go. That basically wraps it up. It's July in eastern PA and west New Jersey, and this is what we expect. All right, if you're traveling eastbound to New York, 90 degrees, some of this patchy fog and clouds to start. Otherwise, we will watch for an afternoon and evening shower or a thunderstorm. And like yesterday, please be prepared for heavy rain, the rain that slows you down on the highway type of rain. 92 in Philadelphia, patchy fog and clouds this morning, then partly sunny, hot, humid, low 90s with that shower or gusty thunderstorm. Radar, not a whole lot happening here and across the northeast as we speak. Pretty quiet, but again, yesterday, boy, some of us got hit very, very hard with some of that heavy rain. Again, that's the same type of situation with storms this afternoon. Please watch for very heavy rain with some of those. Surface map, well, we will get some relief, but it won't be until after tomorrow. Tomorrow, another very hot and humid day ahead of this cold front. You can see this will move in our direction and bring us that opportunity for scattered showers and storms tomorrow afternoon into the evening, and some of those, again, could bring a very heavy rainfall. We should see several areas seeing showers and storms during your Wednesday afternoon. And look at that big blue H. That's Canadian high pressure, which will bring us relief from a little bit from the heat, but especially the dew points will lower, so it will not be as humid later in the week. Hot, humid, patchy fog and clouds this morning, otherwise 90, with a shower and a thunderstorm this afternoon, which could drop an incredible amount of rain in a short period of time. Humid, a shower or a storm in spots tonight, especially this evening, 69 degrees. You're extended another day like today, tomorrow, 90, hot, humid, partly sunny after patchy morning fog. Watch for that shower and thunderstorm activity through the afternoon and evening. Some of those could bring very heavy rain, but Thursday and Friday, we will get rewarded with beautiful conditions. Mostly sunny, low humidities in mid-80s, upper 80s over the weekend, a little bit more humid with a shower or thunderstorm chance. All right, morning trivia. We will get to that, and it is about the camels. So, when do camels spit? That's the question. When they have an upset stomach, when they are attracting a mate, when they feel threatened, or when they are overheated. You love it.
Huh. I do. I want to say when they feel threatened.
Yeah.
Because I know llamas, I think, spit when they feel threatened.
Yes, llamas do spit. You both going with that?
But that just seems too obvious.
What's the first one, Matt? When they have an upset stomach.
Upset stomach, yes.
I'll go with attracting a mate.
Okay.
I'm gonna say when they are threatened.
When they're threatened?
Yes.
Let's check out the answer. Asiel.
Oh.
Wendy, you should have stuck with your first thought. Now, interestingly enough, guys. No, never. Interestingly enough, guys, and here's the camel out again. When camels spit, they're actually throwing up. They're not just spitting, they're throwing up from their stomach right through their saliva, and boom, out we come.
I'm hungry.
Very nice. Good to know, Matt. Thank you.
You guys ready for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there it is,
Alrighty.
the camel. And we will
you have
move
fun
on.
down there.
Thank you, Matt.
We're having fun, except for the mosquitoes. Back to you.
Yeah, we're swatting them here, too.
Yeah. All right, well, there is still more to come this morning.
The Bloomberg Business Report is next.